Welcome back. We will now look at the sign up forms, and you can get to the sign up forms by going to the sign up forms tab and clicking this link. Now when you first reach the sign up forms tab, you can actually click this button, which will take you through a wizard. We're going to go ahead and we're going to click this green button to create our first sign up form. This is actually going to bring us to a screen where we can actually design our own opt-in form using the templates that you see here, or a plain transparent template, which you'll see here. You'll also notice that there are fields, and you'll notice that we have a field that was created earlier in our custom fields area. So if you wanted to create another custom field, all you need to do is to click this button, create a new field. It's the same field function that we found in the list options. Now this template builder will allow you to preview each form as you build it, so that if you want to know what your form is actually going to look like, you can click this preview button. Now if you get this error message, that means then that you have pop-ups blocked, and you'll need to enable them in order to see your preview. Now in Google Chrome, this will mean going to the right hand side. You'll need to click this button, and then you'll need to click Always Allow Pop-ups from Aweber, and then click Done. Once you've done that, you can then click the Preview button, and then you'll see your form there. You may still get the message to appear again, but you'll be able to preview your form. When you click the message inside of Aweber, it goes away. Now each element of your sign-up form has detail that can be changed. For example, you can change the detail in the header by clicking this link, and you'll notice that you can change the background color or the border, and you can even go into some of the advanced options to put in images and to pad some of the margins. And each individual field will have this kind of detail. We can do detail for the body, and you'll notice that you have the same options available. You can look at detail for labels, which in this case would mean you can change the font on the text, make it larger or smaller. You can look at detail on the inputs, which is actually what goes into the text boxes, which you can control again using advanced options. You can actually change the detail on the links. You can also change the detail on the submit button. Now one thing you'll note about the submit button is when you click the advanced options, you'll notice that Aweber is using a certain button image. If you'd like to use a different button image, or you'd like to use a button image on your page, you can actually do that by putting the address of that button in this link. You can look at detail in the footer area. And once again, you have all of the images that you can actually have available to you, as well as margins and spacing. You can take out elements in your form by going to this top bar. And for example, if we want to see the form without the header, if we want to see it without the footer, if we want to see it without the privacy warning, if we want to see it without Powered by Aweber, we can actually do that. And once again, we can always check our preview to see exactly how our form is going to look. We can close out, click the message, and the message goes away. Now to go back to the other menu, we will want to go back and click Form Type, and then that'll bring us to two other aspects of the design of the opt-in form. And you'll notice that this form that we're looking at right now is considered to be an inline form. We can actually look at a different form, and we can look at a popover. And again, we have all of the options available to us in order to change the popover. We can also preview the popover. And we can do that by clicking the preview button. And you'll see how the popover is actually going to look. We can also do a light box. And we can preview the light box to see how that's going to look, which darkens the entire screen and saves your opt-in box so that the visitor can see it. You can also do a pop-up. And once again, this is how your pop-up will look over the page. We can change the width of the overall form. And it can be smaller, or we can actually change it this way also by using the handles. So once you've determined how you want your opt-in form to look, you're going to click Go to Step 2. Now, when we create an individual form for an individual purpose, we'll want to name that form. We can actually do that here in the basic settings. It's quite possible that we'll create a form for this list, but for a different purpose. And we'll be naming that in a different. So we will go ahead and name this form, and we can click Save. Now we are going to stop the video at this point, and we are going to come back, and we're going to finish step 2 of setting up your form. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. We are now at step 2 of setting up our sign-up form. And what you're going to notice is that there is a thank you page that you get to customize. And this thank you page actually appears as soon as your client types in their name and email address. Now we can preview that page so that we can actually see what it looks like. And it is instructive to do because you'll want to determine which of these thank you pages that you actually want. Now you will see that there is a basic version, and you can click the preview button to actually view it. And so you'll recognize that your logo is there, and then you have some verbiage that says you're almost done, activate your subscription. We can actually change that now to the audio version, and to do that we'll just go to this drop down menu, and to look at the audio version we'll go to look at the drop down menu, we'll click audio version, and then we'll click preview.
In a moment, you will receive an email message asking you to confirm your email address and activate your subscription. Please check your email inbox now. Open that email and click on the confirm link. Once you do, your subscription will immediately be activated.
So now if you want the audio version, you can actually have that audio playing. And there is another version that we can look at. It is the smart video version, and we can preview that version now.
Please check your inbox now to confirm your subscription.
And the last way that you can actually do it is you can use your own custom page. So if you want to customize your thank you page, you can actually make it so that your customer will then see what you want them to see. Now remember, the most important part to this is that they go and confirm their subscription. This is not going to be the place where you want to do any marketing, with the exception of using your logo for your brand. Now you'll also notice that there is an already subscribed page, and all this does is when the client is actually trying to sign up for your email marketing list, they will be shown a message that says that they are already subscribed. And like the thank you page, you can customize your own page and place it here in this link. Now there are some advanced settings, and we'll take a look at those right now. And we can determine for each individual list how we want the follow-up messages to start. Now these are the messages that are going to appear automatically in your client's email box if you have them set up. So if you don't have any auto-responding outgoing messages set up, you don't have to worry about this. Now if you're going to be putting JavaScript code on your thank you page, your custom thank you page, you can actually have the form pass information so that you can personalize that page. This would allow your client to see their name and or email address on the thank you page when they sign up. And it is a way for you to be more effective in getting them to actually see the value in going to get what you've promised them when they sign up for your email marketing list. Okay, so that is all for step 2. We will now go to step 3. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. We are now ready to go on to step 3, and we'll want to save any changes that we made in step 2 by clicking the green button. That will save our form, and then we're going to click Go to step 3. You're going to have a section where if you are comfortable installing your form using HTML, you can click this box. If you're going to have your web designer or coder install your form, you can actually send them an email. through this link. And if you're going to have Aweber host the form on their site, you can actually do that also. So we're going to start by looking at the first choice, which is I will install my form. Once you open the install my form link, you'll see that there are two sides. You'll see a JavaScript snippet and a raw HTML snippet. Now let's talk about the two snippets. Now the JavaScript snippet, when you take this code and you place it on your website, any changes that you make inside of Aweber will be made on your website automatically. So you don't have to make any changes in the code in order to change something that happens in Aweber. That is not the case if you place the raw HTML code. The HTML code you use, if you make any changes in Aweber, you're going to have to come back and get the code again to have those changes reflected on your website. Now, another difference inside of the raw HTML version is that you'll notice that there is a box here that you can include beautiful form styles or you can uncheck them. And you'll notice that the code actually changes. Now, in some cases, when you're testing or when you're just trying to get a form to work, you should use a basic unformatted form. And this will put the basics onto your website in the code using the form that you created inside of Aweber. Now, if you do want the additional formatting that Aweber offers, you can actually use the beautiful form styles. So we're going to now close the Install My Form box. I'm going to open up the My Web Designer Will Install My Form. And what you'll notice is that all that's here is your designer's email and a message. So what this will do is this will allow you to send a message to your designer with the code so that they can put it onto your website. Lastly, you'll see here that there is a box here that says, have Aweber host my form. And what you have is a URL that you can actually have someone come to in order to opt into your list. So for example, if we were to copy this link and then put it inside of our browser, let's take a look. And you'll see here that the form is on the web and we don't have to host it. We don't have to use any code. All we do is share the link and then someone can actually opt in to our list. So we're now going to close. We've now covered all the ways that we can place our form on our website. Now let's go to an actual WordPress website to see how this is going to actually work. So what we're going to do is we're going to install the form ourselves. We're going to grab the JavaScript snippet. We're going to copy it. And then we're going to head to a WordPress website. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the side of WordPress where we post HTML code. We're then going to put in our code. And then we're going to give this post a title. And now what we're going to do is we're going to publish this post. And we're now going to view our opt-in form on our website. And you'll see the form now on a post inside of our WordPress website. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.